Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your general tarot reading for the month of December 2025. We're going to go ahead and start your reading with that New Orleans Oracle deck to see what is the main topic for this month for Gemini. Please show me for Gemini. Okay, we have patience. So you can see how this tree has roots and how it came to fruition. And it all took time, and it took a long time, and that's what we call and what that's why we talk about patience, that we have to have patience in order for something to become better, something to bloom, something to really enrich our lives and becomes the best thing. It takes patience for things to align and that energy to really come through. So, in the month of December, you definitely have to practice some patience for sure. All right, let's move on to the tarot cards and let's see what are the messages for Geminis for the month of December 2025. What does Gemini need to know at this time and going forward in the next 30 days? Let's see for Geminis, please. You're the same. The cards really want to talk. So let's see. We have King of Swords. This could be you or could be another air sign here. We have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Fool. So I'm looking that all these zodiac signs now are moving into the new year with a clean slate here. The King of Swords is sort of in its mind. You know, you might be thinking a lot, contemplating a lot, kind of like keeping your wisdom or strategizing a little bit. But you're not really very emotional at this time. King of Swords could be associated with that patience card here. You're really like thinking things through, like perhaps what you want to do next. I'm seeing that Five of Pentacles next to the card, so I'm thinking that you're thinking about your finances. You're not happy with your finances at this time. Something has caused you grief here, perhaps a financial loss. If not, there's some kind of loss. It does not have to be financial, but it made you think. You made you gather your wisdom, be patient, and think about things more thoroughly. This could also be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini masculine energy in your life at this time that is significant, but most likely I'm thinking it's you at this time. With this Five of Pentacles, we see, yes, there is some sort of loss. There is a key, and there is a keyhole, so there is a way out. In the card, we see that. But you're too distracted with the loss that you don't see that. So perhaps you have to kind of like open your eyes and see that there is a way out of things. There is always a way out of things. And we're moving on to the Fool, which is an Aries energy here. And the Fool can be a little bit naive. It can be a very new energy. It can also be a person who comes into your life who's very joyful, very a foolish person sort of. That doesn't also always mean that it's a foolish person. Just could be a person who's very like taking life by chance and just jumping all from all over the place. And but the Fool could also represent a new beginning. Once you find that key and open that door, that could be a new beginning for you. And especially after you had patience and that did some thinking with the King of Swords here, you might have found a way out. So the Fool could also show and represent a new chance for you to take a leap to. So that's what I'm strongly getting here. Let's move on to Lenormand and see how the Lenormand cards clarify those tarot cards for Gemini, please. Let's see what we have here. Okay, thinking is troubling for you for some reason. There is also a feeling of a sneaky person or somebody who's moving in the shadows you don't trust. Perhaps they have caused you some kind of grief, some kind of loss here. You're definitely thinking about your problems and how to overcome them in the month of December because you really want to get away from that snake person here. It could be a feminine energy. You don't want to deal with that. You are rather like find that key and like escape. Now, I'm thinking that you might have a new emotional beginning in love, a new relationship, and you might be taking a leap of faith towards that situation. But be careful not to be too naive in this situation. That could be the fool is representing you, and you're stepping into something that you actually don't know, and that could be a dangerous and problematic situation. So definitely listen to your heart when making decisions about sudden decisions, especially that might not be too lucrative or too good for you. All right, let's see what is the advice for Geminis for the month of December. What is the advice? What is the advice? We have Five of Swords. So all of those thoughts that you have in your mind, all of those conflicting thoughts, try to push them away, try to resolve them, and not think about it. I mean, the best thing about conflicts and something that's nagging in your head is to kind of like deal with them and try to push them away if you can. There is this person here who's trying to be free, so free yourself from all of that that agony. That's more like an agony, an agonizing situation. You can, your mind is powerful. You can get yourself out of from that. All right, let's see what is the outcome for Geminis for the month of December 2025. What is the outcome? And we're having the world. So you're definitely changing things up. You are closing up a cycle. Something's gotta go. You're being patient enough, especially through the month of December, and now is the time to get rid of things. Be cautious, but close things out that don't serve you any longer. Alright, Geminis, these are your messages for the month of December. I hope this reading resonated, and I will see you next time.